Hello, welcome to Get Inspired Monday during Crafttober in October 2018. So we are going to make a quick Halloween card today. We are using the brand new Tim Holtz from Sizzix dies and mini embossing folder. So then this will be our finished product. Well, that's my sloppy copy. I kind of changed colors because I thought it would look better, but it comes with this adorable little mini embossing folder and a boo die, a skeleton die, a Frankenstein die, and a cat die. I have not cut the cat, but it's on my list of things to do. So I have cut all the pieces for this and I have embossed. I'm also going to show you how to use the distressing tool and the craft pick to use to help pick up all of these little pieces. So I have, if you've noticed, I have embossed, and because it kind of blends in a little bit, I'm going to take a white chalk ink pad and lightly run over the top of my bats. And it just kind of helps them pop out a little bit more. Can you see that? Maybe not on the camera, but you can in a real person. There, it's coming a little better. Better? And then I take this handy dandy tool. It has like a razor blade in the center there, and I just like to run it towards me a little bit to rough up the edges. So for Halloween projects or distressing projects, this is really a great little tool. And it's easier to use than the edge of your scissors. There you can get cut. So there's that part. And we'll do it also on, I'm going to go ahead and, I think this time I'm going to run it along the edges of my cards, of my pattern paper here. And this is just some Doodlebug orange. Thought it would work really well for this. And I'm just using scraps for this card. So this is, these little mini die cut and embossing sets are great for your scraps. So it gives a little texture. Then I'm just going to take my tool and ink around the edges a little bit more. So you kind of makes it pop even a little bit more than. See how fun that looks? Maybe I'll layer that on top of there. We've got the start of our card there. And then I've run all the die cut pieces. I'm gonna do Frankenstein. And I can tell you that in the little die it actually cuts the, if you see, it cuts the little bolts. I found that if you just, you've got to cut all the pieces anyways, and you need the gray for the eyes. I just cut the whole thing out of the gray. And then I'm going to just cut the bolts off of the green for his face. So that way you don't have to worry about gluing on those little futzy pieces. Anne hates fuss, and I can say sometimes I do too when it comes to a detailed embossing or a die cut. So then I am, oh, let's ink them a little bit first before we glue them on there. Give them a little shading and shadowing there. And a little bit of glue, my favorite Nouveau. And voila. Wasn't that way easier than trying to put those little bolts onto his head? And there again, you can go back and add a little bit more shading around the edges. All right, so that is the start of his face. Now I'm going to use the Nouveau again, and we're going to do his mouth. See how thin and tiny that is? I'm just going to do a little dot on there, and the packaging has his mouth going upside down, so I'll do the same, and then using my craft pick, and the glue dries clear, so you don't have to worry about that. And it's easy to move it around. And then we're going to do his eyes. I know it kind of looks like sunglasses to me, but we'll make them. We'll make them the way the package says. Fun. And then because I didn't want to lose the little eyes, I left them in the piece that I die cut until I'm ready to actually put my glue on them. And you can actually do a little bit of just a little dot of glue on each of those so that you can then pick up and sorry, I have to around till I get it where I want it. There we go. And this one. Voila. Now we're gonna do his stitches. And there again, you can make it more tilted if you would like. And then his hair. I really like the little dies that Tim has come out with that have all the little pieces on the same die. You do have to cut a little more paper, but at least you know you're not going to lose all those little pieces. And oh, look at him. Isn't that so fun? And then we can take a pop dot. Put down, so that's ready. I'm going to put that on top of my bats that I did here. Guess we want to make sure the bats are going the right direction. Like so. And I'm going to put a little glue here. And I don't want to go right to the edges because I want them to kind of stick up and show that distress. And gives you a little couple minutes so you can do a little wiggle. All right, so see how cute that's coming? Then I'm going to go ahead and distress around the black piece too. Wait, a little bit of that white that I've shown when the distressed edge. That is that, and then that. We're going to pop up this too. I did not get a card base, but we're going to be okay. Think through. Voila. the Boo from the same set. I love that the set comes with so many little, you could do ATC cards, you can do a whole regular card. These little shapes would be adorable to put inside of a shaker card. That opens. I do glue around the edge here. Okay, and there again, it's a little too white for my liking. I'll just gray it out a little bit here with our I'm using Memento, so don't let people think that you have to use distress to do this. You can use any water-based ink to do your distressing. Very fun. See how it's coming together. And my last little thing that I want to show is we got the new Nouveau Drops in. These are the vintage, so they're dry matte, so they're perfect for all these scary Halloweens. And I'm just going to add a couple of little dots here and give them time to dry. And so you can see them right here in the camera angle, and they're not like shiny like the other one, like the regular Nouveaux. They've got more of a subtle matte finish. Perfect for those little scary cards or vintage cards. And so that is our Get Inspired Monday. We're going to show Halloween cards. How fun. Goodbye.